Добрый вечер, дамы и господа, с вами Манчестер Геймс, и это очередное прохождение Hogwarts Legacy. Всем приятного просмотра, погнали. Так, задание. Астрономия, так. Блин, надо там открыть проход. Доели все эти доп. Задания.
Loyalists never stood a chance.
Так, открыли. Хорошо.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Зашел только, как ничего не бывало.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck.
Холод собачий.
Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own.
Сфокусировать. Окей, дальше что?
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the Highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello! I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Начинается. Поговори, потрещи.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. Not good that did.
this was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing.
А, вот ты где. Опять этот Пивс.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
All right, I suppose I can go with you. I hope it's worth it.
It will be. Trust me, I have read practically everything there is to read about this. It should be brilliant. Shall we?
И куда ты меня, блядь, завел?
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing.
Грибочки.
It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Ах, 42 монетки.
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Ай,
no.
не ной.
Not this close to school, I mean.
I think you should do the honors. Go on, try it out.
Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Where precisely is the table we're looking for?
According to an old astronomer's chronicle I found in the library, it may be somewhere along the castle wall.
Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, very well then.
Ну и чё, вот он.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. Stargazing is all about patience and precision. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Да.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope. Don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Надеюсь, что нет. Надеюсь, что мы не увидимся. Так, кровное родство. Там, наверное, что-то связано с его сестрой. А почему я не могу добраться? А, наверное, потому что ночь. Да? А, нет. Потому что тут ни хрена не открыто. Или я в том крыле вообще не был?
Off on another adventure, are we?
Значит, не был.
Brand new game. Beware the open flame.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Ominous is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I understand. You needn't tell me if you don't want to.
If I were you, I'd be begging for more details.
If you learn more about that scriptorium, let me know.
Fair enough. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Зал жрачек. А, все поели, никто ничего не убрал. Зашибись. Чтобы вы должны Wingardium Leviosa. Ай. Рассечь воздух и взмахнуть. Мощный жирун.
Wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Рассечь воздух и взмахнуть. Может поднимать объект воздуха в различном направлении. Понятно.
Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
Да не нужно мне это. Так. Нихера себе. Куда вы ее хотите отправить? Ну что ж. Пойдем сюда.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I was most pleased to be included.
Так, мне там ничего нет. Так, поговорить. Вернуть луну, поговорить. Лопнуть шары, призовой напиток. Ну, может, сейчас пойдет, фиг его знает. Ну, белка.
The castle must have been quite stately in its time.
Ну, эти пушистики бегают. Давай, забирайся.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Кстати. Надо хлам продать. Так, а где у нас этот шляпник? Назад. Пробежал его, что ли? Да.
Can't imagine how
ask. I'm all out of the new socks, so if your feet are smelly, you'll have to work it out for yourself. I suspect you have a sharp eye.
Защитные очки.
Be sure to stop by whenever you're about. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Ну что ж ты будешь делать, а?
What are you up to now?
Не хочу я что-то искать всех этих сов. Это долгонутное занятие. Ну вот, так-то лучше. Так, и... Так, ну вот, тут сумка. Ай. Так, и... Так. Где у нас экспелярный сет? Авангардиум Левиоса, точно.
Revelio.
Тьфу ты, блядь.
Expelliarmus. Wingardium Leviosa. Descendo. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Так, какое заклятие тут можно воспользоваться? Слушай, может, ЛНС-ка? Не то нажал. О.
Rebellion. Expelliarmus.
А что это за хрень-то?
That wasn't so difficult.
Вместимость индикатора чего? Кстати, а что у этого есть?
Hello. Do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but what's a student like yourself doing out here? Got yourself lost, did you?
Just exploring the countryside a bit.
Aye. Nice to break the routine now and then. Bit of a wanderer myself, in fact. My name's Leopold Babcock, and I am indeed here to sell. Now, for someone like yourself who is also prone to wander, I cannot understate the importance of keeping some Wiggenweld potion on hand. I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like the Forbidden Forest without a steady supply. What do you say, my young friend? A measure of safety for the path ahead?
Something to consider. Thank you for your help, Mr. Babcock.
Aye, let me know if you see something you like.
What do you have for sale?
See if there's something you need.
Мандрагора, китайская жующая.
I shall hope to do business with you again.
Где же мне взять этот громовый напиток?
Revelio.
Наряд. Только эти растения придумал.
I should investigate.
Ну, конечно. Лохомора, как всегда, да. Угу.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Psst, over here, quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And after you told me that Rookwood and Harlow were after you, I decided that you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. For good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
Ну, конечно, вся грязная работа мне.
I wonder what that does.
Механизм для открывания.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Well, that didn't work. Perhaps something with a bit more.
Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Wingardium Leviosa.
Так, найти другой вход.
That did it.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Нет, все равно падает.
Repulsor. Wingardium Leviosa. Expelliarmus.
Так, больше тут ничего нету,
Wingardium
да?
Leviosa. Revelio.
Так. Надо подумать.
Wingardium Leviosa. Repulsor. Wingardium Leviosa.
Может, мне его надо перевернуть? Вот, другое дело.
I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty. Revelio.
Так, новая загвоздка.
Dead end. Must be another way in. Wingardium Leviosa.
Так, ну что, теория это тот самый сундук. Да. Понимаешь, приходится оформлять песню. Видно, остолопы не желаете слушать. Чтобы открыть ворота, просто толкните их, не надо их взрывать. Если я приду и вижу, что опять разнесли, я вас сам на куски порву. Так, нет. Так, нет. Это не то. Люмус. Это, кстати, Круцо. Империо. Урон. Акцию.
Well done. I will be right up. I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door.
Ну, открывай.
That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Hallow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Yeah, we're straight in the face.
Опа.
Highwing. Do you know that hippogriff? Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Blasted! There's gotta be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere.
Пошли быстрее спасать гиппогрифа.
I hope Natty stays out of trouble.
Revelio.
Так, там сундук. Как же мне тебя вытащить, да?
Incendio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Вот тебя развернуть. Вот так.
Not the safest place to sneak into.
А где у нас остолбенение? А, нет, давай сейчас. Нам надо скрыться. Вот он. Будет жарко. Так-то лучше. Так, дальше.
Aloha Mora.
I hope Natty's having an easier time of it.
Revelio.
Что и чего и стоило ожидать. Так.
You're going home in a wooden box. Levioso.
Ну нихера себе. Вот это я, блядь, спрыгнул.
Wingardium Leviosa. That's the also. Aloha Mora.
Deke was right. We need to save you from these barbarians.
Так, должно быть больше. Так, это сюда.
Revelio. Revelio.
Что это тут у нас? Секретный сундук? Быстро присмотреть за моим тайником. Так. Оу. Оу. 18 уровень нужен. Да не простой, но я. Тут не только крылана. Надо было поклониться. Не, ну охренеть, уже Авада Кедавра.
There's the Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run.
Круто.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Долина Хогвартса.
How exciting.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Harlow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Harlow's orders to inspect that castle for the
Феникса.
portents. Enough to connect Harlow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Hiram before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for her. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you.
Коллега.
Away, Highwing! Away! No need to race now, my friend.
А, вон как. Стоп, подожди. Где там было? Так, вижу. Ага, может даже не управлять, просто нажать на Shift, все.
Brilliant.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work. Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world.
Глациус. Что он делает?
There you go.
Замораживает. Замораживание — это хорошо. Оно понадобится. Дефин дал. Круто. Я хочу это заклинание.
What in Merlin's name were you thinking, using the family altar?
Господи, сколько ж тут лестниц.
Rebellion.
Конечно, я подожду. Времени же навалом.
Brilliant. I received your owl. What happened to Ominous? I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on.
Come on.
He's this way. Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance. There he is. Good luck.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
Please, Ominous. I confided in you before about what happened with the Undercroft. Sebastian simply wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
I'm sorry about your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory. Get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait.
Нашли, блядь, посыльного.
Rebellion! Sebastian! Over here!
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me what...
Ooh la la. Так, 2 таланта. Так, ну инвентарь мне мало что интересно. Так.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
It's 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics, ominous.
Цифры 3 же ровными.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Я должен открыть им глаза. Наш род не безумным способом верит, что сразу с визитом все так однозначно, как только я попаду в скрипторий, мне удастся доказать. Это написал брат, теперь он знает, как найти вход. Но добраться до скриптория нелегко. К нему идет настоящий лабиринт со множеством испытаний. Здесь брат последует за мной и сможем вместе прикоснуться к наследию предков.
A journal entry, signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt? Ominous. Your family?
Так, Люмос. Пусть будет вот это.
I know. She was my aunt.
You knew? Didn't tell me? The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear. The voice is ancient.
You hear a voice?
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak past the tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the 2 of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the 2 of us?
Never mind.
Rebellion!
There's no way forward.
Like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
Rebellion!
И везде нужны змеи-уста.
Confringo! The dial requires focus.
Art Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it. That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy.
Дверь со змеей закрылась позади.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself, but you got to it first. Nice work.
Ни хера не понял, что я сделал. Невероятно сильно и скоро заряженные до скриптования, противостояние нашего привет. К слову, зрительно оставил всем поток поиск славы, в этом нет сомнений.
Not sure references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going.
Знаки, мать твою. Луна и змея.
Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian. That sounded promising.
Another dial solved.
Impressive.
Confringo!
Я провалил испытание, хлестнул по лицу, будто настоящий змея бросился меня назад дороги, я тоже продолжил путь.
Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did. And she was my favorite person in the world for it.
Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium.
Да уж, это прям целый лабиринт.
I spotted something
Вот он
ahead.
где.
Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Круто. Это конец. Я ложкой слышал чей-то крик и видел лица, перекошенные от боли. Чтобы идти дальше, нужно применить простительное заклятие. Но даже будь у меня желание его наложить, мне просто не на кого. Слизь придумал невероятно жесткое испытание. Последнее письме своему брату я излупил, позвав его сюда. Если он простит на поиски ночи, его ждет гибель, и все из-за меня. Несмотря на наши разногласия, я не желаю ему зла. Жаль, что мы расстались.
A skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
He does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak. Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture. I would know.
How would you know?
I was taught the Cruciatus curse as a child. My family's tradition involved torturing muggles. When I refused, I tasted the agony of the curse myself. Eventually, I did what my family asked. When you witness suffering like that at your own hands, you never forget it. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spells the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution. If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous! As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I want to learn the curse, but I won't cast it on you. You need to cast it on me.
I shan't forget this.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Crucio! Are you all right?
That pain, it was excruciating. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Sebastian, ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something?
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a look?
Revelio.
Ну, пиздец.
What do you think?
Looks like a spellbook of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
I've been getting an uneasy feeling about this place. We shouldn't linger here. Let's find a way out, please.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
Revelio.
I see a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
Вот тена.
said that travel broadens the mind.
Каким-то меня окольным путем ведет. Бля.
Off on another adventure, are we? Вот как это называется? Понял. Не подхожу.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be. There you are.
Так, сейчас на минуточку отойду.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
He seemed trustworthy. Difficult to know, really. But Sirona Ryan trusts him.
Well, that's something, I suppose. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm. He hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
You didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
И куда мне пиздюхать? А, понятно. Че, мне просто за ним, что ли, идти? О, неужели? Бля, как хорошо, что я там побывал уже, а?
Wonder who lives here. Protego! Hello, nice to meet you.
Welcome. I'm Bernard Indiai, and this is my shop. Is there anything I can help you with?
What do you have for sale?
What are we in the market for today? A pleasure doing business with you. Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by?
Так, шапка. Ну и видал.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well. How can I help you?
What do you have for sale?
What are we in the market for today? Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
Мне все-таки интересно, а у тети, может быть, все-таки стоило попробовать на себя? Что такое, больно?
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands.
Over here!
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
Да твою мать. Так.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Absurd, isn't it? Ranrock wants us to find the child, but which child?
We could take every child we find to Ranrock. Eventually, we may get the right one.
Cool. Sounds like a lot of work. Perhaps we just tell him we looked. If he asks.
It does sound easier. Let's do that.
Тебе всего показалось.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit me, sitting around all day.
Up there. That's our way in.
Прикольно само все копается.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the country.
I wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach of that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Текс.
Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum? Flash for inspiration.
How's it like?
This will not go well for you. What are your thoughts on
Так, хорошо.
Revelio.
Связывание. Так, здесь оружие самонатачивается. Ништяк. Ой, очень круто. Чемоданы?
Revelio.
suppose that's the quick way down.
Revelio.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see.
Revelio.
This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No. Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be.
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
Revelio.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map.
Так, второе испытание.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Да ёб твою мать.
pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it.
Ну вот, опять страшно. О, полегче, парень.
I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how?
Нет, так это не работает. А, все, я понял. Нет, не понял.
Perhaps I'm to hit the mark on the far wall. That sort of thing has repositioned the archways in the past.
А, вот.
There's a pillar here, but no ledge near it for me to grab onto.
Да, чувак, орки меняются. О!
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Is it possible to pull one of those blocks through the archway?
Надо дальше.
Wingardium Leviosa.
After pulling the block out through the archway, I can place it where it can be climbed on while on the other side of the archway.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Блять, все, понял.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Так, погнали дальше.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Так, как мне его пройти-то? Короче, что-то я хуй знаю. Серьезно. Кстати, ну попробуй заморозить сюда. Нихуя не работает. Чё против него может действовать, а? это на самом деле точно нет. Конфринга. Ну, конфринга, но это значит его использовать. Как же ты меня заебала?
What a relief. Revelio.
I must say I'm curious to hear of Isadore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Пустая банка.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
Revelio.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Зима наступила.
Revelio.
Ну что ж, на этом все. Продолжение будет завтра. В принципе, интересный сюжет выходит.